designer. I'm not a designer yet. I'm just Giuseppe try to sketch some shoes, produce and share it with people in New York. I started to dream to be a designer when I started to work at the Pier 59 studio. Pier 59 studio is one of the the biggest studio in the world, where all the famous photographers shooting the famous designer. Marco Graviano, one of the owner of the studios, basically the guy created the studio. After I share my confidence about my dream to become a stylist, a stylista. He suggested me, Giuseppe, you should follow your dreams, start to do it. So I started to design my first shoes with help of my friend in Italy. Is a small factory. People, when they see my shoes, my accessory, where I used to wear when I work or when I go out, everything, like it. They start to tell me, oh, where I can get these shoes? It's lovely, it's perfect, it's very New York. And I say, I design myself. It's just a prototype where, it's not in commerce. Oh, but why you cannot produce for me? I would like to buy. And then I really, in the moment, I start to think to put in production my design. 10 years after, I'm in dinner with my friend at my restaurant Novità in New York City. Between Martini and Barolo, basically, we started to have this conversation. They really proposed to me to seriously to produce professionally. At that moment, I was very excited, everything, so I started to design my first line. My first line of accessory and shoes. Of course, the rule of the concept was to produce everything in Italy. So we start to research the material, the factory where we can produce our line, and then we start to design products. After this, we was thinking for launch our line, we needed to open a stores. The Del Piano line is started with a combination of Italian artisan products. I believe in Italian quality materials. New York inspired me all this line because I see people walking every day, how they will dress, how they think, how they move. I live in New York for 22 years, so basically I consider myself a New Yorker. When I came in New York years ago, I think it was 1988, I went to do an interview for a job, for a restaurant manager, and I wear this tie. It was, printing on rhombo shape. How you say rhombo in English?
Diamond.
Diamond. So this tie was, with all this diamond. And I did the interview, I did it very good because they hired me. I really need a job in that time. So in the future, every time I decide to do something in my life, some new step in my life, I always think about this rhombo shape. When I designed my first shoes, I decided to share the blue electric because it reminded me of the sky of New York. The star because I think in New York everybody's a star. All the people that live in New York is a stars. And the rhombo shape, the print of rhombo shape for my lucky tie. I'm very excited to be a designer, to have my line, Del Piano, to have my store, our store, because I have my partner, where I can sell my dreams with all my art.